It's 9:03. We'll go ahead and call our meeting to order. Start with a pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay. Special meeting was called for. We need to do a little assistance here for our treasurer and our deputy treasurer. And so what we would like to do is to help them out on a part-time basis, and we're not sure exactly for how long, but to employ Sandy Bletch to come back into the office and help us with taxes after the taxes will be going out this week or Monday or Tuesday, something like that. So probably sometime, either just before the 4th or just after, when we start receiving, tax payments, is when we're going to need to have Sandy here. And we're hoping that come August, we're just going to plan on it, that Kim's going to be able to come back and help out in August. So that's the plan right now, but we do need to have a motion to hire Sandy in at the same rate that we pay everybody else here. And then we also have to change our policy, adding that position in, and we're calling it secretary, treasurer secretary. We didn't know what else to call it. We didn't want to call it a deputy because we already have one and we can't have more than one. So that's what we're looking for. Roberta, or you have anything else you want to add to that?
It's just right now that my physical condition right now is affecting my hands. I have a hard time lifting and writing. I cannot count money because I have no feeling in my hands. So I do need help every day.
So.
And I am having surgery the first part of July, and of all the timing could not be worse. But we're gonna. I told Berta we're getting tune-ups. We just need tune-ups. Both of us. We need tune-ups. I will be back in the office in the month of August to help. But
So a motion would be in order. I've given you some suggested motions there. If that fits with your approval, that would cover everything that gets us into the legal thing with the General Property Tax Act. And so we're complying with that and so on and so forth. So
I make a motion to approve the hiring of Sandra Bletch on a part-time basis for $17.33 per hour as the treasurer's secretary to act as treasurer's designee in the acceptance of tax payments and any revenues in compliance with the General Property Tax Act. Section 43(2), who serves the township as an employee and is approved by the township board to serve as the designee.
support. Motion support to approve the hiring of Sandra Bletch on part-time basis at $7.33 to act as the secretary's or the treasurer's secretary. Any discussion on this? If not, all those in favor?
I
Opposed? Motion's carried. And we also need one about policy.
move to approve the revision to policy 4.3.1, authorization to receive cash, and 4.3.2, fiduciary bonds as presented.
We got a motion to support, and that's on the back side of yours, and I've already put that in there and changed it, so you've got a copy of that as well, that part of it. So, and then we'll have, I don't know, do we have to add her insurance-wise? We don't have individuals, do we, through there?
No, it's just a position.
Okay, yeah, we may have to add that position. You may want to give him a call. Any other discussion? Not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion's carried. Just as a note, I don't know action or anything else on this. Just as a note, I put in a copy of, I've only received one fence quote so far for the cemetery fencing. It's an aluminum fence, and you can see that they've done it as residential or commercial. Obviously, I'd recommend the commercial just because it's a heavier aluminum. And I've already talked to the guy about we'd have to have a second opening at Scotch Settlement. We only have one at Webster. But I've got another guy looking at it. He was out last night, so hopefully he's the guy that put our split rail fence up on Kidder Road. So I finally got a hold of him, and he came out last night, and we'll see what he comes up with as well. But I'm looking at the aluminum, and Bert wanted wrought iron.
Well, the aluminum looks like the wrought iron. I mean,
It looks like it.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. It's not
Right.
that is heavy. But that's what I'm looking at right now. If anybody's got suggestions of where else to go, I'm having trouble finding people that want to quote our fences, and I need supposed to have 3 according to board policy. So I'm right now I got 2. I've got another one out. I haven't heard from them yet, and I've not heard from 2 or 3 other ones I've contacted because they don't come to Lapeer County. So
Is the aluminum expected to wear as long and
Yeah.
last as long
Yeah.
as the
Yeah.
wrought iron? Okay.
Yeah. If you look at most residential swimming pools, that's
yeah.
the fence they've got around that. A lot of yards are using it right now. It's a great looking fence,
Okay.
and the commercial grade is a little heavier. So.
Do we need to waiver policy to?
Well, we'll see. Well, if I don't find 3, don't get 3 quotes, then maybe we might have to. Just because if I'm hoping I can at least get 2. So, but other than that, that's what we've got going right now. So,
While we're here, also just an update, the baseball field over there, 2 of the trees are gone. They'll probably come back Sunday and they do this as maintenance, but they do it on Sunday. So that one will be gone. Also too, yesterday, I've been driving around. I mean, I get around the township a lot. Some of these corners need to be brush axed. They're terrible. You cannot see it. I called Jason. He said, we're out of money. I said, just put something together then to bring to our next board meeting so that we could maybe specify some corners to take care of with the brush axe. So just so everybody knows, that's coming down there. And he says, yeah, the grass isn't growing now. The brush is growing out. I said, yeah, I know. Also to the dugouts, I did get Danny Howe to give me a quote on some dugouts, copying off of Attica, and they were designed by Jay Steele. I called them 2 weeks ago. They never called me back. I called them back yesterday, and he says, well, we got into a mess hauling it there and all this. I says, we'll find a way to get it to Elmont. So he's given me a price to build them by this fall, but we would haul them. And also he says, we have slow time during the winter. Could we do it then and put them up early spring, which would be, put them up would be us. Gary and I. I don't know, maybe I won't even be around by then.
I was going to say maybe.
Maybe not us, but maybe we won't be here. So I don't know. I'm waiting. He said a week to 10 days I'd have a price. I'm hoping to have one by the next meeting. Paul did say the price of what Attica paid for theirs when they had it put up in 22.
22, yeah.
And I don't think they're powder coated, but all the prices that I've been getting are powder coating, which just a rough estimate, powder coating for one dugout's $3,000. Just powder coated, the steel. That's the roof, the steel.
So does that $7,000 that you've got there, is that powder coated or not? Or is that in addition to that?
The one that Danny gave me, $7,000. Where'd you come up with?
I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. There's more. $7,150 for the 10 by 24.
Right.
Right.
Steel. Powder coated, UV resistant black with white roof. That's $2,750 plus installation and hardware.
So now
$4,500.
we're talking over 10 grand then.
14
Yeah,
each.
yeah,
That's for the small one. And I don't know what size, well, they're 30 feet.
yeah. The other ones were, those kits were a lot
And then if you
cheaper
go to
than
the
that.
bigger
So-
one, the 32 foot, it's $20,000 each.
Yeah. Well, the kits are,
And the powder coating to that is $36.50 each. So I guess we just need to figure out. I'm for going for a steel one. It's gonna be there for a long time. I have looked at Armadas. I went over there the second time, looked at it. They just have little round galvanized posts that are like what was put up with your cyclone fence. So
okay,
that's it.
Well, we are all in the wrong business. We need to go into the dugout and cemetery
Yeah.
fencing business because this is
Yeah.
a lot more than I thought it would be, but thanks for checking and doing all
So,
this.
yeah, I'm just gonna wait till I get that
Yeah.
other quote and put them all three together and figure it out.
okay. That takes care of us today, so
I make a motion to adjourn.
there we go.
Support.
We have a motion in support to adjourn. Any discussion? If not, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion's carried. Thank you very much.